Okay guys, welcome. Today we're going to be talking about these things right here, racks as enclosures, and what I think about them. And I think we'll also compare them to normal enclosures like vivariums. Let's just get into it now. Okay, so the first thing I want to say is I'm not against anyone who uses racks or anything of that sort. As you can see, I use racks as well, but as you'll hear near to the end of the video, I am changing my mind about how I feel about racking systems. So first of all, I'll just say a few things that I think are really good about the racking systems. Like number one, racking systems hold temperatures way better than vivariums or those wooden enclosures like I have up here. They hold the temps much better. Like I did start off with those kinds of enclosures, and then I graduated to racks because I couldn't keep the temperatures in the cage at the proper temps, and that was also due to me not having a thermostat, which is a big deal, guys. You must really invest in a good thermostat and it will help you out a lot. Okay, all the snakes have gone into the new enclosure I built. You'll see that in another video. But what I'm wanting to tell you about these racks is they're fantastic if they're in your bedroom. They keep the temperatures a lot better than normal enclosures would. So now that I'm in my reptile room that's controlled temperature, humidity, everything like that, I'm actually planning to build this whole area here into just like big stackable enclosures, because number one, they look a lot better. These things don't look that nice, and I want my snakes, because they're pets, to be on display and just have what looks like a nice life. They do survive perfectly well in here, especially if the racks are in your bedroom. The racks work perfectly, because if there's lots of movement in your bedroom, they can become stressed out. So them not seeing through the glass will really help. But I don't have that issue with people coming in and out of my reptile room the whole time. So as I've said already, the vivariums look a lot better. They may not hold temperatures as well, but they look better, and I'm in a controlled room, so it doesn't matter about temperatures now. Racks. Racks are actually cheaper to make than vivariums. Vivariums can cost quite a bit, especially because you're using a lot more wood, and it's just a lot more work to make than racks are. So there is a big price difference, as well as space. You can get a lot more snakes in the same amount of space with racks than you can in vivariums. Because if I have stackable vivariums and have them like the same height, let me just watch these snakes here. I don't want them to go behind here, no. So racks really save a lot of space, especially if you're a breeder and you have a lot of snakes, because you're producing pets for the pet trade. So you need quite a few breeder animals in order to have a nice production. Vivariums may be bad, especially if you have a new snake or a younger snake. Oh no. Let me put these guys back. In you go. Okay, so let's get back to it. So if you get a young snake and you put it on display in a nice busy area, it may stress out your animal, especially if it's new and hasn't got acclimated to you or your lifestyle. Not your lifestyle as in you take it for walks and stuff, but as in how you move, how people come through, how busy it is. So in that essence, racks are better because they are confined. Not all of them are so confined in a small box and that, but they don't have glass, so you can't see in and out, so it doesn't stress the snake out as much. Okay, so racks are a lot easier, from experience, a lot easier to clean than vivariums. But if you use like a nice substrate like this, cocoa fiber or whatever, yes, I gotta clean that up, then it's actually pretty easy to clean. You just scoop up the poop and the affected area around the poop and stuff like that, and then you spray it with your disinfectant, in my case F10 currently, and then you're all sorted to go. And if you have a bioactive setup, even better, because in vivariums you can make bioactive setups and you don't need to pick up the poos all the time. Also, I'm not talking about screen mesh tops or those kinds of enclosures in this video. I'm just comparing it to these normal standard wooden enclosures. So I am planning on building a whole stack of enclosures to put my animals on display, not as an ornament, but just because it's nice and I feel my animals deserve more space than these little rack systems. Benny, here! He's not sure if he's allowed in. Here, boy! Come here! Good boy! Good boy! And if you have dogs and you have a whole lot of stacks of enclosures, these guys are super clever and they can figure out how to open the enclosures. Hey, what are you doing? But in this case, with racks, if they're in your bedroom, it's not as easy for the dogs to open. But I don't always allow my dogs in my reptile room, so that's why he wasn't so sure if he was allowed in. He was like putting his paw up, like testing, is this lava or whatever. So as you can see now, I've come to the conclusion that I don't need racks and I'm going to switch into nice enclosures. I'm going to build my own enclosures, obviously, because it's a lot more ethical and cheaper, and I can do it to the exact measures that I have, like from here, to give them as much space as possible. And that's one of my biggest concerns about racks. I don't think they have enough space, because when I started out learning about reptiles and that, everyone said small enclosures because they feel safe in that. Yes, I agree with that. They do feel safe in small enclosures, but that doesn't mean you don't have to give them space. Give them space, but also give them lots of places to hide, and hides that they can feel crammed up in and all secure. So not an enclosure that they feel all crammed up in. So they can still move, but their hiding space is their home, if that makes sense. And the rest is their garden. So think of it like that. And another thing with racks, what's really nice is keeping the humidity, because humidity can become a big deal when you have wooden enclosures, because they can tend to rot and start decaying and just getting all nasty and stuff like that. That's what these plastic tubs are really useful for. And you can just spray them out, disinfect them, just makes life easier. But still, my conclusion is you should get a vivarium if you can. Even if it's in your room, just try get it. It's nicer for the snakes, it's nicer for you. Just obviously when you first get your first pet snake, don't go handling it all the time. Like wait 2 days or give it a week and then start handling it every 2 days or whatever. Anyways, thanks guys for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Leave a like, comment, share with your friends, and last but not least, please subscribe. Thank you for watching. And guys, we've hit 1,000 subscribers. I'm so stoked. Thank you. That wasn't as epic as I thought. Bye bye.